Welcome to Inner Power Training. Hi there. Today I want to talk about graduations. Many of you are graduating right now from college or high school, whatever. It's that time of year. Congratulations for reaching that milestone. And maybe you're getting a degree or a diploma. But I went to the Yale University graduation about a week ago. My incredible nephew, Jack, got his degree. Way to go, Jack. He graduated, and there were over 2,000 graduates in the ceremony. It was a gorgeous day, beautiful weather, and a really nice event. But something that got my attention that I want to share with you is that the #1 course that was taught at Yale recently, #1 in all the years that Yale has been around, which is over 300 years, was a course in how to be happy, taught by a woman who grew up very close to me, Professor Santos. She started teaching this course because she was living with the students as a professor and started to notice that a lot of them just didn't seem to be that happy when she saw them interacting with each other in the lunchroom or, the coffee shop or whatever. She decided to put together this course because she has a degree in psychology. And she was overrun with students that wanted to take it. It reminded me of what I saw when I was working in Boston about 6 years ago. I was giving tours at the Christian Science Church, and the students would come in from all the different colleges and universities like Harvard, MIT, Northeastern. Boston is a big college town. And they would love to come in and take this tour because the Christian Science Church is a landmark, very interesting place to visit. And we would get into a conversation. And after I'd explained to them how Mary Baker Eddy had rediscovered that lost element of healing and actually figured out how Jesus was able to heal people and manifest and do all these amazing things, they would tell me that the course called Positive Psychology was basically teaching very similar things. Well, that's because happiness is an inside job. The kingdom of heaven is within. If you want to be happy, you have to think a certain way. If you want to be miserable, it's all about how you think. So learning how to go within and think the way you choose to think in order to make yourself happy is one of the big keys to life. It's not about what's happening out there. It's how you're relating to it. It's your perception. It's how you're responding, reacting. That's why that inner work is so important. And just like, these young people that are graduating, when I got out of college and I started working, I began to realize that in order to be really happy, I needed to do work on myself. So I started reading metaphysical books and studying consciousness. And one thing would lead me to another thing, to another thing, to another thing. I learned about manifesting. I learned about watching my thoughts, becoming an observer. I learned about spiritual healing. And if you're really a curious person and you want to free yourself from just reacting to everything that's around you, and you might have a good day one day but a bad day the next, and it just goes up and down until you figure out that it's all about finding that equanimity within yourself where the kingdom of heaven is. And once you find that, you have the peace that passeth understanding, and no one can take that away from you. So I strongly suggest if you're a young person, you start studying about transformation, consciousness, spirituality. Maybe you already have a very, good practice. Dig in as deeply as you can because there's always more to learn. Get my course called the Mega Manifestation Method. You can go to my website and see it. RebeccaTripp.com is my website. And I also have my book, Secrets of a Metaphysical Flight Attendant, which is a really interesting read if you're interested in a spiritual memoir written by a flight attendant who followed her dream and used her intuition and her God-given abilities to figure out some of these things that we're all capable of figuring out. So enjoy the ride.